everyone, as it's getting close to Valentine's Day, I'm sure you have seen shelves stocked full of those precious little hearts filled with fatty sugar, color dyed, just badness for you. Although they may taste good and every young lady appreciates getting one, doesn't mean it's good for you. So for those of you who are looking for a low-fat option this year, maybe you're vegan, low-fat vegan, fruitarian, diabetic, or maybe you just want to lose a few pounds this Valentine's Day, I have a recipe for you. Today we are making low-fat raw vegan chocolates. You'll need a box and a candy liner, 2 bananas, 2 tablespoons of carob powder, sweet drops, ribbon, blueberries, a candy mold, and a small amount of water. You're also going to want to make sure that you have a blender for this recipe, otherwise it might prove to be a little bit of work. First thing you're going to want to do is peel your banana. I know my bananas look really gross, but that's because they were frozen. So you can freeze bananas or use fresh ones, but either way it's best to use a really ripe banana because they're sweeter. So I'm gonna peel that and throw that in there. And secondly, you're gonna take your 2 tablespoons of carob powder and dump that in there as well. We're making the chocolate shell for it. And then your sweet drops. I have vanilla cream sweet drops. You can use, I guess, whatever flavor you want, but these ones taste really good. So we're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because you know chocolate's really sweet, so. And this is a 0-calorie sweetener, and it's good for diabetics too. So right before you blend is also the time to pour in your water. I didn't give a specific amount because it may vary depending on how well your blender blends or how moist your banana is. So just put it in a little bit at a time until it turns into a smooth consistency, kind of like pudding. And then we're going to blend after I turn it on. After you finish blending, you're going to have something that looks like pudding. And you can just eat it at this stage if you want, but I obviously suggest going a little further. And now we're going to go ahead and put it into our heart-shaped mold. You're going to make sure it covers the bottom and the sides pretty well. They'll look something like this. You want the bottoms to be covered and you want the sides to be covered so that the filling isn't showing through. And then we're gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer to set. Okay, then you wanna take your second banana, peel it, toss it into your cleaned blender. You wanna clean in between. And then the one I'm gonna show you today is blueberry filled, but you can also make the blackberry, and then I have cherry as well. So it's going to be the same process, just a different fruit. So we're going to take about 1/4 of a cup of blueberries and toss them in the blender. And again, for a sweet filling, we're going to go ahead and use our sweet drops. We're going to use about the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Great. And then we're gonna blend. Wait. So when you're finished blending, you'll have a beautiful creamy blueberry puree, and it smells good. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your pureed fruit filling. I have blueberry, cherry, and blackberry. I'm going to go ahead and put that on top of my chocolate base. There we go, now we're ready to pop these into the freezer. Okay, and when those are done in the freezer, when they're hard enough that they won't get squished, you can take your chocolate that you have made, your pudding type stuff, and top them off. Alright, now these are ready to go back into the freezer. Alright, so whenever they're done in the freezer, you're going to go ahead and take them out. Pop them out. You may have to push on the back a little bit, and then you can place them into your candy liner, and it looks wonderful. Alright, and then here you can see the inside. It looks just like the ones you buy in the store, right? But it's so much better for you. I'm going to eat them all, but I'm going to share. Since they are frozen, you kind of want to keep them frozen or eat them quickly. So if you're giving them to someone, take them right out of the freezer and then either have them eat them or put them back into someplace cold. Only downside, but they are really good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wash my hands. We're gonna go ahead and wrap our box because of course we want it to look nice, right? So you take that ribbon that you should have. Oh, my should you? Just kidding. And we're going to cut a nice big piece. That should be good. And you're just gonna, let's see here. Wrap it around the top. And then tie it on the bottom. Flip it over. Oh, not very good at this. Although I should be practiced up. I did this for all of our Christmas presents this year. And then you're going to take your scissors if you want to make it look fancy. And you're going to, if this is the kind of ribbon that you use anyway, and you can take it, maybe, and make it curly. There we go, curly. There you go. Happy Valentine's Day. Today we are making, I don't even have a name for it, low-fat, raw, vegan chocolates. Yeah?